What is up, Scentsy fans? It's Patricia and welcome to a haul video. This is not my personal haul. It is a local customer order. Now what I like to do with these is show you, because none of these customers watch my YouTube channel. They just order off the website or order from the catalog. So it's good to see what people are picking up without seeing the cloud of YouTube surrounding them. So one item in here is for me, one item. It's one wax bar. I'll leave it till the end and you can see if maybe you can guess what it is. All right, so let's get started. The very first thing, it's the only warmer, and this is what the host picked up, not as a reward, just part of her party, is the Harry Potter Hogwarts Scentsy warmer. Now I do have an unboxing of that warmer and I'll try to link the video down in the comments section below. Very beautiful. It's coming out in a white version pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. All right, smart customers, because they ordered a 3-pack of 25 watt bulbs and a 3-pack of 15 watt bulbs. And I believe there was 6 people at the party plus my 1 bar. All right, also for the hostess, she ordered a pumpkin roll brick. This scent, I'm just gonna check it because I always wanna make sure nothing's wrong with it. I gotta smell it for quality control. This is such a good scent. It is, sorry, I have a microphone and certain things may be loud. It's like the pumpkin roulade, you know how roulade cakes, they have the cake and you bake it, and then when it comes out of the oven, you let it cool just a little bit, and then you roll it in a towel so it maintains the spiral shape, and then you frost it and you roll it up. Well, that's like a yellow cake with some pumpkin pie filling mixed in, some frosting, some nuts and spices, all built in. Very, very nice. All right, and I'm so happy. I used to have that in a brick. I got it on clearance or a flash sale a long time ago with what else did I have? Did I have an apple s'mores brick? I think so. Those were the good old days, eh? When bricks would just show up randomly in flash sales. Okay, one customer picked up 3 room sprays. So one is Dashing. I had no influence on her, by the way. I don't know many of these customers. I usually deal with the lady that hosted the party, and then she has a lot of friends, and she usually does a party a couple times a year, usually one in the spring and summer and sometimes one in the fall winter. She picked up a Luna, which is a best-selling scent, and she picked up Fall Feelin'. So I think she's got a good variety there. One's a little masculine, one's a little feminine, and one's a little fall. All right, guess what's next? The wax. All right, so I have, why do I have so many of these? One second. Oh no. I'm supposed to have 1 bar of Make Me Snickerdoodle. 1. That's what it says here. There's actually a shortage on here of 2 Dutch apple bread, and I knew about that. Okay, so I have a problem because I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Make Me Snickerdoodle. I'm not sure what's going on. I will look into this. If you ever do get something in excess, I usually do the honest thing and contact Scentsy, and 9 times out of 10 they say to keep it. But yeah, this is only Make Me Snickerdoodle 1, and here I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, Make Me Snickerdoodle reminds me of a combination of like cinnamon buttercream, sweet cream spice, and maybe Cookies for Santa, all rolled into one. Not a very strong scent, so Cookies for Santa is very strong. Let's see if there are any other surprises here. I have 2 that I can see. Golden Garland. This has reminiscent notes of Autumn Road Trip, but maybe with a little bit of a floral sunflower. A floral, I think it's got marigolds. I'll put the notes below. I have a Midnight Mahogany. This was really nice. It's kind of like a gentle, woodsy, sweet scent. Yeah, and there's a little bit of richness and almost like an incensey note to it. So there you go. I'm going to put this bar aside because that's mine. Let's see. How many? I'm going to be checking here. So Golden Garland, it says we have 2, and we do have 2. Now the next one is Fall Feelin'. It's supposed to have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay, so we have 4 Fall Feelin'. So Fall Feelin' is definitely getting a lot of love from the scent notes, and you want to know, even though I don't like this bar personally, it is a great performer. It's strong and it's long. So look forward to that in the Strong and Long series. Yeah, there's blood orange. I think there's cranberry, some like fir needle, a little bit of spice, maybe clove. I can't remember. All right, let's see what else we have. We have dashing. I'm supposed to have 2, and I do. 2 dashing. This is so nice. I friggin' love this so much. Yeah, if you like Ravenclaw, if you like Bonfire Beach, it's just so good. It's just so good. It does have a masculine lean for sure, but just so sweet, like a sweet masculine hug. If you could picture love and happiness and then gear that towards a masculine version and dial it down, then you might get something like this. And I hope this sticks around in the catalog year round. All right. I'm gonna cranberry and cardamom. Cranberry and cardamom, I'm supposed to have 1 and I have 1. So this one has bold cherry, cranberry, and cardamom. And there's a little bit of a tinselly tree note in here, like an evergreen tree in the background. Very strong and pretty long lasting for a fruity scent. Okay, this next one I have is Polar Bear Hug, and I'm supposed to have 1 and I have 1. Polar Bear Hug used to be known as Eskimo Kiss. I warm this a lot because I have a brick. I've finished up, I think I'm on my 3rd brick, and I'm finishing them up because it's my oldest wax right now. So Polar Bear Hug has blackberry, and it has like amber, and it's very perfumey. Yeah. All right, what else do we have? It's like, I always think looking in the box is like the tickle trunk. If you know who Mr. Dress Up is, let me know down in the comments. All right, Firm Stand Pumpkin. It says I'm supposed to have 1 and I have 1. Now this one I think has apples, pumpkin, caramel, and maybe cinnamon or spices, but I smell pumpkin and caramel. That's all I get. I don't really get the spices. I don't know. I definitely don't get apple. It's hidden in there for me. By the Sea, it's supposed to have 1 and I have 1. By the Sea has like dewy seaside grass and ocean air. Like, it's very strong. Yeah, it's a strong scent, good for a bathroom, but maybe ease up on how much you would use, or you could use it in a lighter performing warmer, kind of reduce the intensity if you find it too strong. Okay, the next one is Frosted Cedar. It says I'm supposed to have 3, and I have 3. So this one here has a very prominent, like green artificial apple note to me. Like a green apple that vanilla was added, like a candied vanilla green apple. And then on day 2, the cedar starts to really come out. This is quite strong at the beginning. Day 2, it's like a gentle woodsy cedar note. And there's probably some other things in there I just don't remember. Mystery Man says I'm supposed to have 1, and it looks like I have 1. I think there's like white cedar branches, bergamot, verbena, that kind of thing. You think I would know the notes by now, but I don't. I'll put them below and we'll see how I did. All right, Christmas Cottage. Let's cross-reference now that I'm doing everything here. 1 and I have 1. Now this one is coming out in a Scentspiration line, and I believe consultants have early access. Is it October? Maybe the 16th? I'm looking forward to it. So Christmas Cottage has oranges, raspberries, and cinnamon and clove, and like aggressive spices. I was going to say gentle. No, aggressive spices. But it's really that quintessential like Christmas, like holiday candle that you would smell. This is it. Now when I warm this in my big area, it's about a medium. If you warm it in areas that don't have high ceilings, this would probably be fairly strong. So that is a classic. I hope that one always stays around because it sells well for me and I really enjoy it. All right, I have a Silver Bells. So this has minty candy cane, and it has pear and caramel and vanilla sugar, that kind of thing. And those caramel and pear kind of bring it to that like warm body care gorgeousness. Oh, I freaking love this so much. I love this. And that probably doesn't help you a lot, but I do love it, and I highly suggest giving it a try. It's been around for a long time, and I've slowly seen products kind of like diminish over time. Now they did put it in pods, which is wonderful, but I'm always like a little bit worried about it, and it's so long lasting, especially in bedrooms. You can get a long time out of it, so it's a good value scent. It's not going to be overly strong, like I don't usually put it in my open layout or anything like that. And I'm actually finishing up a brick of it that was out in 2017. All right, baked apple pie, I have one of them, and that's what it says. So this one has the flaky crust, which I don't get much of. And it's got that gooey, like, you know how when you bite into an apple pie, there's like the bite of the apple, but then there's the goo, and the goo has all the flavors of it, like jam-packed in? That's this. Now, unfortunately for me, there is quite a bit of cinnamon in this, which I'm okay with, but unfortunately for me, this doesn't throw the greatest for me. I've tried it like so many different ways, but I still want to love it. I still love it. I just don't get the greatest performance. All right, we have, let's see, salted caramel toffee. I have 2 of these, so let's look for another one. Here it is. I'm just going to move that box. Sorry if it's loud. Salted caramel toffee. This one sells well for me as well. Like, if I get customer orders from local people, there's the odd time I get one for salted caramel toffee. Like, say for this, I think 2 different people picked this up. So it's a good toffee scent. Yeah, so it has the salted caramel, toffee, and butterscotch, and it smells really deep and rich and delicious, and it's a great mixer because of all those things, but you could still warm it on its own. So I really need to warm that because I do have a brick. I just haven't, I'm trying to work on some bricks that are almost finished. All right, let's see, pumpkin cinnamon swirl. This is one. This is such a good one. I was working on this quite a bit over the past year because I had a lot of scent of the month bars that I got off like Scentsy drug deals when I was first getting into Scentsy, and I had hoarded them. Anyway, long story short, it holds up very well. Like, it holds up in storage very well. Now, my friend Patricia actually had like one go really greasy and sweaty. I've never had that with this, but my theory on the sweat is that, okay, I'm gonna do an analogy. When you make a lemon meringue pie and you make the meringue and you make the filling, if you don't do it right, the meringue will slide off or it beads a lot, etc. So there's a lot of scientific things that go into the process of making a lemon meringue pie, okay? And sometimes you don't notice it right away. You make the pie, it looks great, wonderful. And then you go to slice it and the friggin' meringue just slides right off, or it's all goopy and, you know, I think they call it like beading, like it beads. All right, so picture Scentsy making the wax bars, and maybe they're hiring new staff, and they give them the recipe, and it says at this point in time, in this temperature, you need to do this, cool it down to this temperature, etc. Well, what if something gets a little bit off, and they don't know it, and they pour the wax, and right away it looks fine, and then months later, you start to see the effects of the recipe not being followed correctly, and that's why I think maybe some bars of pumpkin cinnamon swirl sweat, and some don't. And I also believe, and this is my personal theory, so something isn't followed exactly to the recipe, you don't know it for a while, but something in the way the wax is stored can bring out the problem. So maybe in a certain person's house, it still stays cold enough and nothing happens, but in the right temperature, or maybe a transition of temperature and humidity, boom, out comes the result of the failed recipe. Anyway, that was a really long tangent, but that's my theory about the sweating. I could be wrong. It never used to happen before, and I think it's just maybe something's not, I don't know. That's just my theory. I really wish I could pick Scentsy's brain on it, but anyway. Pumpkin cinnamon swirl is basically like a pumpkin cinnabon with the nice frosting on the top. It's really delicious. It's in the spice category, but it's actually a bakery. To me, it's actually bakery. And I hope it sticks around because I really like it. Jammy Time. Let's see. One. Yes, Jammy Time has lavender, sweet pea, and freesia. Baby freesia. So nice. My sister really loves this one. And because of her, I've grown to really like it quite a bit over the years. I'm not huge into lavender, but I really have grown to appreciate that one quite a bit. Okay, this one is a great one. I recently warmed it, and I friggin' love it so much. Cider Mill. 2 cider mills. It's so good. And you know, the last time I warmed it, it almost had like a underlying vanilla tone, which I've never picked up. And so I don't know if it was something coming in from my house in other spots. So good. It basically smells like pumpkin apple or apple pumpkin, but it has pumpkin apple and gentle simmering spices. But I do get the spices. Some people say they don't. I do. And I think that's what makes it such a good scent. It's just the perfect amount. All right, we have an Amazon Rain. So Amazon Rain, let me see if I can remember the notes. It has coconut milk. It has melon. It has night blooming jasmine. Probably other stuff that I can't remember. Oh, I think it has orange, but I smell like almost like a lemon lime. Oh, I love this one. I never used to love it, but I've really come around to that one. All right, we have the last bar, I have 3 of them, and 1 of them is for me. And the one that I picked up is because I want to give it a second chance. Scent appeal, very, very high. Performance was a little shaky for me. I'm hoping, well, I don't know if I can see a pour date, but let me just check. No, I can't see anything. All right. But I'm hoping with time this will do a little bit better. And so that for me, here's mine, and here's my customers. Frosted cinnamon roll. So, frosted cinnamon roll, so yummy. Yeah, and it still smells kind of light here. Speaking of white, this is the only Scentsy shirt I own. I'm the worst consultant ever. I don't buy anything. This I got for like a world tour thing. Yeah, and this is this one smells a little bit almost like a tanginess to it, but I think that's just maybe just an odd thing. I'll put this one aside. So I think it's got like a buttery cinnamon kind of vanilla tone to it. So I'm looking forward to that. I will put it aside and I will date it. So I definitely picked up an extra 3 bars by mistake, Scentsy. I'm wondering if the make me snickerdoodle mistake was maybe they were thinking they were grabbing Dutch apple bread. I don't know. Even still, they were only supposed to grab 2 Dutch apple breads and 1 make me snickerdoodle. So anyway, I'll double check against the order, but yeah, I'll have to give them a call and let them know, see what they want me to do. So thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. I hope you have a great day in your neck of the woods. If you're a consultant, let me know what your customers are really getting into lately. And if you're a customer, let me know what has really piqued your interest this season. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.